Hello, beautiful people. So again, I'm in my office, so the lighting it's actually quite complimentary for me, but maybe not for you so much, so I apologize for that. But the topic of this video, I'm going to try to make it nice and quick, is why are we so judgmental? Can we erase being judgmental? I have to start off by first saying that I get this a lot, that I'm judging people and that, that kind of thing. I hear that a lot. Anyway, so I apologize to any of you who are watching this. If you feel that I have done this to you in any sort of wrong or malicious way, I from the bottom of my heart, apologize. I don't want to ever hurt anyone's feelings or make them feel bad. If you were to sit around and be around me in real life, you would see a different person than the me on Facebook. I don't deal well with bullshit, but I am a generally very peaceful. I guess you just have to be around me. I mean, describing myself as a certain way isn't as good of evidence as if you were just around me. So I'm not even going to say what I am, but I do know that about myself. But I have to say something about judging people. Everyone fucking does it. Everyone. Even the people who say, I don't judge anybody. Everyone does. Everyone does it. It's something ingrained within us to help us survive. You see someone approaching you. Do they look angry? Do they look like they're going to hurt me? Or do they look like they're going to be loving and kind and wonderful? And do I feel safe around them? There's a difference between judging someone maliciously and judging someone just for pure facts. Or just based on pure facts. You're walking down the street and you see an overweight woman wearing too tight of a shirt. You probably say to yourself, she probably shouldn't be wearing that shirt, which is true. She probably should wear something that is more complimentary to her. Or you'd say to yourself, that shirt is too small for her body. Maybe that's a better phrase, right? That shirt is too small for her body. Because that's just your opinion that she should wear something else. Maybe she feels just perfectly comfortable in it. Or an overweight guy, I could say, right? He or she feels perfectly comfortable in what they're wearing. But the fact that you looked at that person and you said, that shirt is too small for them, that's just a fact. That's what happened. So, now, but to turn around and say, she looks terrible, she shouldn't be wearing that, I could pick out such a better outfit for her, that's being kind of mean, There's a difference. We're all guilty of all kinds of things. We're all in this together. I think if we stop pretending like we can live in a judgment-free world, it would create a lot more peace. There is always going to be people judging you. There is always going to be people judging, me, every fucking other person in this world. Someone's going to judge you, and you're going to judge someone else. So how about instead of shifting the focus toward not judging people, let's just realize we all fucking do it. And then let's take a step in, are we being malicious about it, or are we just stating some facts? With me and my animal rights. If I see an injustice go down, it's not judgmental for me to say, that was hurtful and bad that this happened. It's not me saying that they're a bad person or that somebody's a bad person. It's just saying that this action was unfavorable and unjust. That's okay to say those things. That's okay. I mean, how else do these things get brought to light? The one thing I've been lucky enough growing up is that I've had family around me that's never been afraid to be like, Amanda, you're being an asshole. And I gotta say I appreciate it. I'm now in my later years, not my later years, but in my lifespan, these are my later years, I now have friends in my world that will do the same thing. Hey, Amanda, you're being an asshole. So I tone it down a bit. My husband's good at reminding me when I'm getting a little too passionate. I know this might put a bad taste in some people's mouths. But I also know that if you're meant to be around or with someone, whether they be your friend or your significant other, they will understand who you are and why you're saying the things you're saying, and that, you know, you may go through rough times, but I feel like the rough times are where you really learn about each other, and that you know, it's okay to be honest and forthcoming, and you know, I have. We all, you know, all of us have so many life lessons to learn till the day we die. If we stop, what's the reason for living? You know, a good reason to be alive is to discover yourself and discover new things and discover new people and, you know, new animals and new love and all that stuff. But along with finding those people and those animals and that are meant to be in your life, you're going to judge them and they're going to judge you. So again, I'm just putting a plea out there. Let's change our focus in this whole judgmental war to accepting the fact that we all do this, we are all guilty of this, and let's shift it from a fact-based judgment or a malicious-based judgment, I want to hurt this person, to I'm just stating the facts here. And if you feel like I'm judging, you know, yes, it's a judgment. Of course it's a judgment, but it doesn't change how I feel. You know, if I really love somebody, I love them so much. You know, I would lay down my life for the people that I love and hold dear. But I'm not going to pussyfoot around, you know, what I feel is right or wrong. Although I know that it's important to censor yourself. I'm learning that, and I'm grateful to my teachers who are teaching me these things. So I think I'll wrap it up. I think it's been long enough, and I think I'm just repeating myself. So I'm going to go practice some yoga and just feel a little inner peace and avoid maliciously judging myself. If I factually judge myself during my yoga practice, that's okay. I can learn from it. I can learn what I'm doing, right or wrong, good or bad. So I love you all very much, and I hope that this hits some nerve in some of you where maybe you've been thinking or feeling the same things. Being judgmental, and people like to think that you think, if you are judged, if they feel like you're judging you, or, I can't talk. If people feel like they're being judged by you, they automatically think that you're placing them way up here and them down here. When, from my heart, I don't feel inferior or superior to any other living being on this creature, or on this earth. The earth is a creature, right? I judge myself constantly, always working to make it a more peaceful and factual rather than an unkind way to judge myself. But any lessons we can teach each other or ourselves are important. Much love.